Hello, my dear students. A very good morning and a very happy Teachers' Day to all of you. May God bless you all. Today, I welcome the students of Standard 5th to the online session of computers. As in the previous class, we have already finished our chapter number 2. So now we will move forward to our next chapter, that is chapter number 3, Data Storage Media. It means like a human being, whatever our parents, whatever our teachers or someone else is telling us something, where do we store all that things in our brain? Okay, so likewise a computer also have a memory, also have a brain where all the instructions are stored. For example, if we are telling a computer to do something, if any of the user is telling a computer to do something, then all the instructions that are entered into the computer system by the input devices like a mouse, a user may enter something using a keyboard or may find something using a mouse. So that input that the user gives to a computer system is also stored somewhere, where in a storage media. Okay, so the brain of the computer or where all the instructions and commands that are given by the user is stored is called the data storage media. Okay, so let us start our chapter. The data and the instructions that are entered into a computer system through input devices are stored in it in some storage media. This storage media is known as memory. Okay, so that storage media where all the instructions and commands are stored is called a memory. Okay, so now let us move further to the another topic, that is memory storage. A computer processes and stores the data and instructions in the form of two digits, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so a computer accepts the data in the form of binary. It means 0 and 1 is used to give the input. These digits are called the binary digits or in short bits. Okay, so what are these digits called? These digits are called a binary digits or a short bits. These beats are carried by electric circuits and stored on a tiny chips. It means these beats, that is 0 and 1 value, are carried by an electric circuit. It means an electric circuit is used to carry it. And where they are stored on the tiny. You can see the figure. There you will see many chips are there. So all these tiny chips are used to store the data or your beats. Okay, and what are these chips made of? So these chips are made of silicon. A small silicon chip is covered with million of circuits. It means many circuits are there to cover it. A small silicon chip is having a million of circuits inside it. These chips are mounted on the daughter board, which is inside the motherboard of a computer. Okay, so let us see it and diagram. Here you will see that this is a motherboard. Okay, so this is a motherboard where everything is stored. So it is inside the CPU. Now let us see the daughter board. So this is a daughter board. Here you will find many chips. Many small chips are there. Many long chips and many small chips are there. So these chips are made up of silicon, which is used to store the binary digits. Okay. So these are the chips. This is a daughter board and mother board. Okay, so this is how a memory is stored inside the CPU using a motherboard and the daughter board. Now the units of memory. It means how the memory is stored and what is the units of memory. We need units to measure any quantity. For example, we use liter to measure liquids like milk and oil. We use meter to measure the length. For example, the distance between the Mahua and the Bhavnagar is nearby 10,000 km. So it is measured using a meter unit. Similarly, in a computer system, data can be measured in the form of bit, bytes and other units. Okay, so everything or every product is measured by any unit. Like a liquid material is measured using liters. The distance is measured using meters. In the same way, data which is in the computer system is measured by bit and bytes and other different units. Bit is the smallest unit of information which a computer can process and store. Okay, so what is a bit? A bit is called the smallest unit of information. A small chip or a small unit which is used to store any data and it can be processed. A group of 4 bits is called a nibble. Okay, so what is a group of 4 bits called? It means together the 4 bits is called a nibble. and a group of 8 bits is called a byte. Please underline that line and remember that a group of 4 bits together, 4 bits are called a nibble and together 8 bits are called a byte. A computer memory is stored in the form of bits and bytes. Okay, so let us see the higher units of memory. 1 kilobyte is equal to 2 by 10 bytes is equal to 1024 bytes. Then 1 megabyte is equal to 2 by 10 kb. 1024 kb. 1 GB, like in net we are using a 1 GB net, 2 GB net, so that is a gigabyte. So 1 gigabyte is equal to 2 by 10 MB is equal to 1024 MB. 1 TB is equal to 2 by 10 GB, that is 1024 GB, and 1 PB, it means petabyte, is equal to 2 by 10 TB, 1024 TB. Okay, so a bit can store either 0 or 1 value, therefore bits are combined together into larger units to hold a greater range of values. Now let us discuss about the types of memory. So how many types of memories are there? The computer memory can be classified into two categories. They are primary memory and secondary memory. So how many types of computers memory are there? Two types. First is primary memory, second is secondary memory. So let us see one diagram which explain you that how a computer memory is divided. Okay, so first a computer, then the computer is divided into primary memory and secondary memory. Again the primary memory is divided into two types. RAM, that stands for random access memory, and ROM, that is read only memory. Again ROM is divided into three types: programmable read only memory, electronical programmable read only memory, and double EEPROM. Okay, so this is how a computer is divided. First, mainly a computer is divided into two types: primary memory, secondary memory. Primary memory is divided into two types: random access memory, that is RAM, and read only memory, that is ROM. Again the ROM is divided into three types: PROM, EEPROM, and double EEPROM. Now secondary memory. So the secondary memory is divided into five types: hard disk, then CD-ROM, DVD, pen drive, and Blu-ray disc. Okay, so these are the five types of secondary memory. So total a computer memory is classified and further classified into many types. So let us move forward to the very first memory, that is a primary memory. But I think that our time is up. So about a primary memory we will discuss in our next period. Once again I will revise that what we have studied today. First, what is data storage? Media. Okay, it means a computer system stores something in a storage media. So that storage media is called the memory. Then we have discussed that how the motherboard and daughterboard are used to store the memory inside the CPU. Then we have discussed about the various units of memory like bits and bytes and nibble. Okay, so next is types of computer memory. So we have seen the classifications of a computer memory: primary memory, secondary memory, and again they are classified into RAM, ROM, hard disk, CD-ROM, DVD, pen drive, Blu-ray disc. Then ROM is classified into PROM, EROM, and double EEPROM. Okay, so about a primary memory, it means we will study in detail about all this memory in our next period. For now, bye bye, have a great day ahead.